Every 27 to 29 years, you complete an astrological cycle called the Saturn return. This is a pivotal rite of passage that presents unique opportunities. In fact, some astrology experts characterize your Saturn return as the gateway to maturity and adulthood, when you become your fully evolved self. First, however, you have to face significant challenges. This video will help you to understand and move through those challenges, emerging with new self-knowledge and confidence. Before we begin, we just wanted to tell you that we are releasing videos every single week on manifestation and how to live your best life. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the video to make sure you never miss out. So, we're going to be going over some big ideas in this video. And with this information, you're going to learn how to identify any potential challenges you'll face, and discover powerful tips that will help you overcome the obstacles of a Saturn return. Make sure you stay until the end of this video because you'll get access to our free Saturn return calculator that tells you what your Saturn sign is, and how to calculate when your Saturn return will be. But first, we'll start by explaining what is a Saturn return, and how does it affect you. Your Saturn return will make you understand all your past mistakes and difficulties in a new light, drawing previously unseen connections. By pushing through these challenges and getting to know yourself on a deeper level than ever before, you move into a new phase of adulthood. At this point, you're able to begin fulfilling your true life's purpose and ready to engage in the most meaningful relationships of your life. The Saturn return meaning is also tied to what the planet Saturn actually represents in astrology. Saturn is characterized as an instructor or a coach of sorts. In other words, it pushes you to your limit, all in the name of helping you reach fulfillment. Like a personal trainer, Saturn asks you to lift increasingly heavy burdens and encourages you to get stronger and tougher. When you've finished learning your lessons, you'll be in the best shape of your life. So, how do you begin preparing yourself for facing the challenges of a Saturn return? Well, you can use our Saturn return calculator to work out the date that Saturn will complete its cycle around the Sun and return to the sign of your birth. But, we'll talk more about that shortly. How to overcome the obstacles of your Saturn return. So, as we've established, your Saturn return is a time when you'll be under pressure like never before. Here are 4 lessons that will help you survive your Saturn return, no matter what your sign and unique struggles might be. The Saturn return lesson 1: commit to your calling. It's wise to set life goals around the time of your Saturn return. So, ask yourself what your true calling is, and commit to that calling. There are a few things you can consider when wanting to find your passion. Look at the work you've been doing so far, and give some serious thought to what feels right. This is hard to do if you haven't really been on the right track so far, but it's absolutely vital for your long-term fulfillment and happiness. What inspires your passion and makes you feel most authentic? And are you pursuing that thing? If you aren't, consider what you need to do to begin to make your passion the focus of your career. What do you need to learn? What skills do you need to develop? Set a plan in motion today. The Saturn return lesson 2: grow up and take personal responsibility. The second major lesson that you need to learn surrounds accountability and personal responsibility. Do you sometimes play the victim, denying your power, and blaming others for all the difficulties you face? Now is the time to get realistic about the role you play in your own difficulties. Think about when you've been standing in your own way, and what you've been avoiding. Often, we're very good at generating excuses to avoid engaging with the things that scare us. Where in your life have you been doing this, and why? What can you do differently? As with all things related to the Saturn return, this is a daunting lesson to learn, but it's ultimately an empowering one. The Saturn return lesson 3: reflect on your patterns. By the time you're old enough to go through the Saturn return, you're old enough to have established some counterproductive patterns in life. This is the time to develop self-awareness, all in the service of letting go of bad behavioral patterns. How have you been holding yourself back? What have you been doing that's counterproductive and self-destructive? Journaling can help here. Learning how to journal is simple and will help you look for patterns that you might be reenacting. Often, these patterns will also relate to the struggles of the previous generation. In other words, you may be repeating unhelpful patterns seen in your family of origin. Once you consciously acknowledge these patterns, you have a conscious choice about whether to move beyond them. Your Saturn return challenges you to shake off the shackles of the past. The Saturn return lesson 4, ask for help. Up until this point, we've been stressing all the challenges and difficulties associated with your Saturn return. However, it's important to note that there's no need for you to go through these challenges alone. Ask for help and support when you need it. It will be a difficult couple of years, and you will need plenty of resources at your disposal. Know which friends and family members you can count on for consistent, non-judgmental listening, and consider whether you might also benefit from help from a counselor. In addition, remember that sometimes the help you need is just about having fun. Remember to regularly engage with people who make you laugh, and don't hesitate to let them know you just need a distraction every now and again in order to decompress. How to survive your Saturn return. We're going to sum this up as simply as possible. Here are the 7 tips you are going to need to survive your Saturn return. Number 1. Make yourself a priority. Number 2. Make decisions based on love. Number 3. Never give up. Number 4. Be present even when times get tough. Number 5. Take personal responsibility. Number 6. Be proud of who you are and where you are at. And number 7. Let go of grudges and bitterness. Star signs and Saturn signs. Your natal Saturn sign is where Saturn was during the time you were born, but this isn't necessarily your star sign. If you check out the description below, you'll find the link to our full article, which also has more information about your natal Saturn sign. Plus, there you will find access to the free Saturn calculator. The Saturn calculator is super easy to use. Simply enter your date of birth and press the calculate button, and it will tell you the dates of your first, second, and third Saturn return. This article goes more in depth over the different signs, so it's really important you check it out if you are at all curious about your Saturn return. You don't want to miss out on this. It can give you incredible insight into what you are likely to experience during your Saturn return. We hope that we have helped you prepare for your Saturn return and you are ready to tackle anything. What did you think of this video? Have you already experienced a Saturn return? We'd love to hear from you, so let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next video. Until next time, we wish you love and light.